FM, live in color.
Forget Lions Broncos, forget Miami of Ohio versus Appalachian State. This is the matchup that we have been waiting for this entire weekend. The NCAA Women's Volleyball Championship between Nebraska and Texas? Yeah, who took care of Wisconsin in their semifinal after Nebraska had to simply dispose of Pitt. And now, Big Red is going for our title against the Longhorns. Hey everybody, this is another stupid sports show here on 106.9 Click FM. I'm your host, Jim B. I'm only here because I ended up checking out the whole volleyball thing on a whim on the recommendation of a few of my watchers. And you know what? It was fun to watch. So I am here to take it in. John Jones. Hello. Welcome. I hope we all get to have an enjoyable game to watch today. That it would suck if it's just like a 3-0 sweep one way or another. I know that probably a lot more people in here are rooting Big Red, but I'm hoping that's also, just fun in general. Oh, that's cool. They do cut the nets down. That's awesome. I like that. Okay. All right, now I'm getting some familiar faces as the Nebraska team passes through on the TV again. All right, they're down in Tampa, Florida for this championship game. John Jones thinks Huskers in 4 or 5. Hello, Luke. Hope you're doing well today. When I turned away from the Packers-Buccaneers game, y'all were actually keeping it pretty close, and I was just wondering, hopefully they can keep up the same level of play in the second half. Holy crap, Bears now lead the Browns 14-7. Oh, damn. Flacco has 2 interceptions. Elite quarterback Joe Flacco. Okay. Damn. Sorry, also just looking at the Nebraska's record through the playoffs, and it was all 3-0 sleeps except for Arkansas, 3-1. Oh, it was an arm punt TD. Ooh. Oh, there he is, that creepy, inflatable little dude mascot that they have. He's back on the sidelines. Woof. And Cornman, I wish everybody the best of luck. I'm still not sure how I ended up doing this, but hey, it's been kind of a joy to watch, especially because one of the teams that we started with has ended up going to the national title, so it's been a nice way in to sort of follow the season. Wait a minute. Asking Rod Marinelli, do you wish your daughter had married a better defensive coordinator? That is... Honestly, that sounds like somebody who's auditioning for an SNL gig or maybe a writing job for the Daily Wire. Damn. That's not a compliment. Now Saints lead 17-6 over the Giants. Getting rough for New York. Oh yeah, there is Madison Skinner and Asia O'Neal. All right, now they're trying to highlight both Ella Swindle from Texas and Bergen Riley from Nebraska for doing all the setting up. It was a legit question asked about the Detroit DC Joe Barry back in 2008. Yeah. When will they ever learn, Luke? When will they ever learn? John Jones, I understand. I'm pretty sure that Nebraska fans would have liked that too, you know, for the whole rubber match thing. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not the way it turned out. Yeah, back when they went 0-16. Oh, happy days. What are his numbers for the day, Tyler? The TV people did again. This thing isn't getting started until 2:20, but nobody would announce the proper tip-off for the game as anything other than 2 o'clock. Awesome. So, until then, screw it. We are going back to the Packers game because I'm pretty sure I don't need to sit through the entire pre-show ramble and more commercials that I don't need to see. And while the Canucks and the Blackhawks are starting up, see, there's no shortage of things we can pay attention to here on Sunday. John Cook is, that's the Nebraska coach, I take it, John Jones? Forgive me, I'm not up to the point where I'm, actively keeping track of, who the coaches are. So that's why I'm asking what may be a stupid question. And also, the Magic Celtics. Oh, that's right, the Magic. I had forgotten about them. Are they still trying to become a respected team again? Yeah, there they are, 4th in the Eastern Conference. Dang. I was not expecting to see that, but okay. Hell yeah, he is. All right. Glad I was able to figure it out from context clues. And since ABC has decided to leave us with all of this extra time. Let's give a big thank you while we're here. Yeah, absolutely. To our patrons here at this channel, people who put up the cash for me to, stay dedicated to doing this nonsense that I do every week, including the bingo boards, including the music show, and yeah. Y'all make this worth it, and I appreciate it. I understand, Coburg. Yeah, Sean Payton and the Saints. I know they have a bit of a history with the Vikings. So I don't blame you for taking a little bit of joy in that. Besides, there is no guarantee that we are going to perform that well against the Vikings next week or at the end of the season. He's been here. Oh, he's been there since 2000. Okay. All right, currently 27-17. Green Bay now has 1st and 10 from their own 25. 20 seconds to go in the third. They fake a handoff to Aaron Jones. They go the other way to that. Is that Wicks or Reed? That is Reed. Okay, good to see that he is on the field. I thought I saw him get shaken up in the first half or when I was last watching. And now got 9 minutes until tip-off. They did the old timer switcheroo thing on us for the damn start of the volleyball championship. So we're chilling out, waiting a little while, keeping up on the other sports contests that are going. Meantime, the Dolphins are destroying the Jets. Let me get the score up to see how bad they are destroying the Jets. Oh, 27-0. Yeah, I'd say a shutout at this point is a fairly effective destruction. You weren't into volleyball until this year? Yeah, I don't blame you. Sometimes, these interests end up coming on later than we expect. And it's only 3 more games, MKI informs me, until the Pistons tie the single-season losing streak record. They have lost 23 in a row, but can they make it 26? All right. Never let it be said that I am above rubbernecking. All right. Now I know when to be paying attention. Good. Meanwhile, it's 17-7. The Bears are winning over the Browns. Oh, their powers were transferred to the Lions. I gotcha. Meanwhile, Kaylee, hope you're doing well today. We still got about 7 minutes apparently until the official tip-off. So, trying to keep up a little bit with the football and see if Green Bay can close this gap that they have gotten themselves into here in the second half of the game. I'm a little shocked because of how well they were playing in the first half. Oh, now we're officially at the start of the fourth. Go to them. Wicks in motion. They're looking for him. Gets a single blocker, breaks through another tackle, and thanks to some good offensive help from the wide receivers, he's able to find his way to the 50, or very close anyway. Which team is yours, John Jones? As I didn't. I only knew of the Panthers and the Patriots being out of the playoff picture. All right. Oh, the Steelers. Really? You guys have it officially been eliminated? Oh, another first down for Wicks. Well, Tampa Bay can afford it. Now, I knew y'all were going through a pretty rough time, considering the QB issues and, just everything else that goes with being a Steelers fan, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, losing 3 in a row will help, but. And now it's the 10th completion in a row to Reed as he picks up about 4 or 5. Cardinals, Patriots, and Colts. Colts you can kind of excuse, maybe the Cardinals in a pinch, but yeah, the Patriots. Yeah. Considering how the Patriots have been this season, that that clarifies things a little bit more for me. Fair enough, John Jones. Hopefully Kenny Pickett will come back stronger than ever before. It'll be a shovel pass to Aaron Jones, who will get tackled but falls forward. They're going to call him just shy. He's a little bit miffed. Oh wow, it's another second half where they're not using Aaron Jones. How surprised I am. Gave up 31 straight to Indy. Now we have the challenge flag coming out. The floor will be challenging, but just so that I can make sure I don't miss it, I will flip back to the actual channel where this is taking place. And hopefully, they'll have actually started the bloody match by now. Three ball drops today. Were they all from the same receiver, or does the whole room have a case of the yips? All right, they're showing the hype video package. We're getting close. Meanwhile, the Panthers have pulled within one of the Falcons. It's 7-6. No Anthony Richardson, no Jonathan Taylor, basically no Moss, no Pittman. Blown double-digit lead, 31 unanswered. Yeah. You know what? I just say enjoy the damn ride while it's here. I mean, I would be thrilled if only for the fact that we would get playoff Gardner Minshew. No kidding. Is official? Zach Wilson's out with a head injury? Is that ESPN or Rappaport or? All right, they're really hyping out the pop and circumstance. The spotlights are flying around the arena. I am looking forward to this commentary team giving me all the assistance they possibly can for being able to understand the rules and lingo, and I appreciate any help all you can give me too. Doing all right, Luke. Just having a very, very lazy day today. I slept in. I'm feeling very good about that. And I am getting to take in a game with, low stakes, which I very much appreciate it. What is the score in that game at the moment? Okay, yeah, you're up by 17 in the when the hell is this right now? They're not bothering to show us because they want us to go check it on TV. Well, no, not going to happen. But 27-10, I assume you've got all of the time. Oh yeah, and Madison Skinner coming in, who has the ace record not only for the tournament but I think also for a single game, thanks to her performance against Wisconsin. Now they throw the spotlight on Harper Murray from the Big Red. Yeah, yeah, I was worried about that myself, MKI, because of the slow start to the game, but it seems that the Chiefs remembered who they are or who they're supposed to be, and yeah. All right, they slap hands under the net before things get going. Nice bit of pregame sportsmanship, and now they can talk all the smack they want. Inflatable mascot boy, I will see you in my nightmares. It seems like a pretty even distribution between shirts of orange and shirts of red throughout this arena. They seem to be separating them into sections, I assume, for their own safety. Women's volleyball crowds can get, rather uncouth. Meanwhile, Tampa now only leads by 7. Green Bay has gotten into the end zone at some point. Good for them. Saints now lead 24-6 over the Giants. Oh, and there he is, Bob Cook. Nebraska upset Texas in 2021 on their way to a championship appearance, and Jordan Larson was an assistant for UT before coming home. Yeah, I'll be honest, Tyler. Uh, it still felt weird getting the support of Chiefs fans for last night. All right, here we are. First serve by number 2 for Nebraska. Set up effectively in the midcourt, blocked but continued by Texas, and then they ended up sliding one in. It just, slides right down the front of the blocker. Surprise point for Texas. They now have the serve. Welcome, Justin. Hope you're doing well. And going for midcourt, and they're calling it out. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, and I am watching on a streaming service, so I apologize. I will be a bit behind. They have to make extra hard to set that one up for Murray. And then they find just a bare open spot in the near court. Is that Madison Skinner that ended up getting that kill? Oh, hell. And they're charging Riley again, and now she goes long. All right. Well, no kidding. They won in 2022 as well. I see. Whew. They lofted over, but Texas able to get somebody in. Texas sends it too long that time. And serve goes back to Nebraska, along with a point. All right, Harper Murray is now going to serve. It trickled over the net for an ace. Oh, man. That's a nice surprise. Low spike over the middle, and then a great spike from Elise O'Neill. Gets the kill right to the empty spot in the middle of the court. Kaylee, hey, point's a point. I'm not going to mock it. I guess it's just not something you practice very often, or practice being prepared for, I should say. Serve from Texas is long, so they give it right back to Nebraska. All right, Lexi Rodriguez is now on the serve. Attacking that part of the line. It ends up going out of bounds on the attempted kill by Texas. Just like that, Big Red is back within one of the Longhorns. Yeah. Ain't it weird, Tyler? Ain't it weird? Meanwhile, Lexi serves right into the net, gives it right back to Texas. All right. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They actually remember that he's still there. Uh-oh. Madison Skinner is at serve. And they seem to be prepared for her this time. And a great kill from, as number 14, that's Batenhorst. Getting to the spirit again. A little too hard to control, and now they're back within a point. Beeson is now on the serve for Nebraska. Good, easy setup. And a center line violation is on Asia O'Neill, and now the Cornhuskers are tied. All right. Here comes the serve. Good gather up in the midcourt. Tipping it over. And a good rescue, but Texas has got another attempt at it. Texas rescues that kill as well off the block, and they get the block out for the point. Oof. A hell of a back and forth series right there. A well-earned point for Texas. Damn. All right, here's O'Neill on the serve. Out of the backcourt, set up rather well. Batenhorst gets the first attempt. And then I think it might have either hit right near the line or gone off a player and out. Either way, Texas now leads 8-6. Yeah, not quite woo. And they get the point off the block, Nebraska does, to take it right back. Oh, and that was Andy Jackson that time. All right, this is Choboy from North Carolina on the serve. Well gathered. Back across the court they go. Rescued by Rodriguez. Andy Jackson, and they call contact. So now it's 8-8. Yeah, this is reminding me of the first set between Nebraska and Wisconsin. Very, very close, very back and forth. Meanwhile, Bucks have gotten a 52-yard touchdown. And another tip right over the heads of the blockers. Madison Skinner puts the Longhorns back on top by 1. And Swindle on the service error to let Nebraska get right back in it again. Damn. Wow. Hey, Baker. I'm glad it feels like Baker Mayfield's finally has found a home, man. And the Giants turn over a ball. A great rescue by the Longhorns. Another tip off the block. Great second effort. Holy crap. Rescued again. Texas has another opportunity for a kill. They're going to try to loft it easily. Gives an opportunity for Nebraska to kill, but it's a little bit softer than they would have liked. Going to try set it up again. And Harper Murray just lofts it over the blockers, finds the one unoccupied space of floor, and finally Nebraska is leading 10-9. Oh, had to make number 1 for Texas, dove for it, and so close. Good rescue in the backcourt. And Murray with the absolute bullet. Damn. All that room along that side of the net for her to aim through. All right, easily controlled by the Texans, but they're able to rescue it. They have to simply bump it over. Unfortunately, they can't control it off the block, and they hand service back to the Longhorns. Yeah, still not quite to 25. Still very far from winning by 2. Carissa Barnes is now serving for the Longhorns. And that's an ace. A low bullet over the net that caught everybody by surprise. Now they get the towels out so they can wipe the court. Remember, the Texas Apparently had 11 aces in the whole game. It wasn't just Madison Skinner the entire time. And Maddie Skinner finding a good kill shot into the back row. Cannot be controlled by Nebraska. Oof. Murray tries to loft it over, rescued by Texas. They will try their own kill. Rodriguez ends up working against that, and Texas has to improvise out of nowhere, but their kill goes long. They think they want a challenge for a touch. And there comes the card. He's going to challenge, a very early challenge here in the first set now coming. All right, let's take a look. I didn't see anything move off of, I don't know. I don't know if that's a shadow or her hand actually moving. No, there's no evidence that I can see. I can't even tell where it would have hit. Looks like Texas might lose a challenge. Original call was no touch, so they would have to find enough evidence to say, yes, there was a touch. Oh, goodness. The Dolphins are up 30-0. Still have halfway to go through the fourth quarter before that pain gets dealt with. All right. All right, well, at least the Texans have kind of gotten back into the game against the Titans. There's only 4 minutes left, and they're still at second and goal. Call confirmed. So Texas is going to lose one of their challenges. All right, Bergen Riley on the service error. Gives the ball right back to Texas. Right back to Texas we go. Yeah, MKI. What a wonderful world we live in these days. A sweet romantic place. All right. Serve from Texas goes long. All right. I understand, Kaylee. Have a good rest of your day. Take care. Meanwhile, the Texans have scored, and now it's a tie game. Rodriguez on the serve, and they're just able to tap it over with the second hit. Ooh. Well, they just must have a break when one team reaches 15, because neither squad just got a timeout taken away from them. I guess this is just their first schedule-mandated commercial break. And it feels like, yeah, it took a long-ass time to get there. You know what, with the late start and everything. Case Keenum to Noah Brown for a 3-yard touchdown. What a world we live in. Let's follow up on the rest of the scores. Chiefs look like they've got this in hand. Dolphins definitely do. Buccaneers still got a 14-point lead with 4:18 to go. Packers have to convert 4th and 10 at the Tampa Bay 30. And Matt LaFleur has not been shy about going for it on 4th. Oh no, are the Panthers about to win this game and screw the Falcons? I won't object to it, but just, I would have expected more from the Falcons. Or maybe I shouldn't, and that's my problem. All right, Browns now within 7 with under 13 minutes to go in that game. All right. What you gonna do now, Longhorns? This is going to be rough if the game is like this all the way through the 5th set. Oh no, we've got fixed Jim's internet again? You're kidding me. All right. Good return. But a good block by Texas keeps service with them. All right. Confirm the point for Texas, and another one just bounces from a player's arms to another player's face. Ace for Texas. And who is on it again? Of course, Madison Skinner. Oh, if that is her mom, she is, yeah. She is fired up, absolutely. Oh hell, I think my earphones just died. Awesome. Meanwhile, Sergio Garcia is in the house, as well as Jermaine O'Neal. Apparently that's Asia O'Neal's dad. Okay. Cool. We got all sorts of dumb shit happening, including my internet dropping to awful levels. Yep, there it goes. This is, it's not the computer. Like I have plenty of usage on the computer. This is simply the signal. Oh. Nebraska is now down to 1 timeout right now in this set. As I think this is the biggest lead for the set so far for Texas. 3 points. Oh, wait. No, they had a 4-point lead or 5-point lead earlier this set, but this is the biggest it's been in a while. Meanwhile, True North has showed up hungry and wants some French toast. You gotta soak up all the rest of the booze in your stomach. I understand. Oh, awesome. Meanwhile, we get another service error. Oof. right, this is Beeson who's back on the serve, I think. Gathered at midcourt, they look for a nice kill in midcourt of their own. I think they were not sure who they were aiming at, but damn. Oof. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with my internet. I do apologize, folks. And then, meanwhile, Andy Jackson's attempt goes long, so now the Texans lead by 4. Texas starting to get a bit more separation in this set. And Beeson finally gets some action going for Nebraska on offense with a big hit. And it looks like it was right at the feet of Asia O'Neal, actually. Yeah. So, oof. Monty's beat the Oilers 5-1. I have a feeling, True North, that you don't like the Edmonton Oilers much. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. Block is rescued by Texas. They'll try again and find a spot at the feet of Lexi that she can't get to. Now 20-16. Now the good Florida team lost to Cal. Wait, which good Florida team is that? And meanwhile, Morgan Riley ends up getting her own dunk somehow. Gets service back into the hands of Nebraska. Can we get an ace of our own now? Well, not quite off that one. They have to set it up from the back court. Able to kind of rescue that exchange, but the block is what might help with this one. And a great save by Halter. And another save by Texas. Another good rescue. And another rescue by Texas. Third exchange so far. Back and forth. It will not end. And finally, they get the kill in the one in that near court area that they so often have been leaving unguarded in this game. Wait, the point is going to Nebraska? How? They called Texas in the net. And Skinner, meanwhile, is trying to get clarification. And the coach wants clarification on this as well. I am shocked. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I think the refs just got away with one there. Holy crap. They just gave a warning to the coach. Holy crap. They just gave a warning to the coach of Texas. They tried to dunk it over. Texas was not having it, so they respond with their little dip dunk of their own. Final score, Tampa Bay 34, Packers 20. Damn. Meanwhile, Eddie Pinheiro helps the Panthers win 9-7 with a goal over their division rival, the Atlanta Falcons. All right, Alex getting a nice shot off of the block. Gets service back into the Huskers' hands. They're now only down by 2. We're still in the first set. Good setup by Texas. They unfortunately can't get a proper kill shot ready, but a great block on the attempt by Murray gets the hands back in the ball of Texas. Yeah, number 15, Phillips, just gets her hand right over the net without touching, off her wrist, and that forces Nebraska to take their last time out of the set. All right, let me take another look at the playoff picture now that this has changed. Nope, that won't help. All right, so yeah, Packers, I guess, still technically could make the playoffs if a whole bunch of things go their way, but I think now they are mathematically eliminated from winning the North, or at least finishing below the Lions in North, because we can't possibly lose as many games as they have lost. So right now it's all coming down to next week for us, Lions versus Vikings. Saints have beat the Giants 24-6. It is still tied 16-16. Do the Titans have a chance of breaking this with 45 seconds left, or are we going to be left wanting? All right. A good gather on the move, but finally a block goes Wisconsin's way, and they have caught up into the 20s. And while the Titans have the ball at the Houston 29-yard line. So the Titans have dedicated themselves to creating chaos. Oh no, he's going to get himself ejected at this point. He's been wanting to go over and have conversations with the replay officials, and now he's talking toward the scorer's table. Dude's going to get himself tossed. Oh my God, they've shown a red card for him. So that's an automatic point for Nebraska because of that red card. And now we're tied at 22 after that ace. Oh, goodness. Elliott is going to... we might have called a timeout. I think Texas officially did. So now he's going over to argue with the referee or have an intense discussion about his rotations. Damn, it's been that long? Ouch. Yeah. Yeah. No kidding. You need 2 cards to be ejected, apparently. So he's only got 1 strike forward to get on the bad side of the referees. And now, oh no, he's trying to do it again. Uh-oh, yep. Uh-huh. Now he's going through his hypothetical and his mind palace, and the referee is very, very, very subtly checking her watch as he talks. That was the appropriate response by the referee there. Yeah. All right, serve rescued well by the Longhorns. They will try the attack from the far side. Blocked, gathered well by the Huskers. They try a cross-court strike. Doesn't work too well. Nebraska gets their own rescue from the back row. They tried with Bazincourt, but a good block by Texas puts the service back in their end. Yeah. Asia O'Neal getting in there on the block. And it's official. Chiefs 27, Patriots 17. Sorry, my mind was distracted by True North trying to curse the Giants again. A miscommunication nearly sets up something awful for Nebraska, but instead they will just have to go for the block and over their heads. We've got a set point now for Texas. Yeah, folks. This could be a very long match that we have going, because for all the arms that were being thrown up, she still got the air and got above everybody. And now we have, of course, an ace to get the set 1 point for Texas, although their coach is one more mouthing off against the referee to getting himself kicked out of the game, so we have to be careful about that. Kadarius Toney dropped a pass that ended up being intercepted, so at least something good happened today. Yep. And cries of Toney went up throughout the land. We'll take a short pause for the cause, and we'll return for set number 2 in just a little bit here on another Stupid Sports Show. All right, set number 2. Here we go. And Madison Skinner is the name that, is haunting, absolutely haunting Nebraska right now. She is helping things along. There's the fans gathering at a local establishment in Austin to cheer on their team. MKI, he's probably a little glad. Maybe not, maybe when it's happening not to his team, but a little glad. Oh, wow. They're trying to hype up this first set loss by Nebraska as a portent of doom. Meanwhile, the Browns have tied things up with the Bears with 3 minutes to go. This seems like a good time for Justin Fields to do Justin Fields things. Or has he not had much opportunity to run against the Browns? Rough rescue, had to bring it all the way up from the back. And that attempted kill goes long. This feels like a familiar pattern is setting in again. And unfortunately, those cards reset at every set, so a Texas coach is not about to get thrown out, at least not for anything really interesting. Another kill saved. Decent block at the front of the net. Texas is lining up again. This time Nebraska able to get set up from the back. Texas, it seems like, has been in just the right places at all the right times. And Beeson this time has to come up from the mid-level to loft it over the blockers. And this is Riley, who will be out to serve now for the Huskers. Going to try loft it up. A couple of them end up colliding to make the bump. Once again, it is rescued at the line and then blocked again. Harper Murray and Becca Allen doing work along the net now for the Huskers. The Browns defense was limiting them. Oh, okay. Well, damn. That service is long. Hands it right back to the Longhorns. Oh, and there's Halter, who has been a great defensive player for Texas when I've been watching her. Becca Allen with a huge kill up the middle. Woof. Is able to get it off quick before the block even had a chance to rise above the net. We must have had a net or a center line violation by Texas, because just like that, it's 4-2. Our set up again. They set up in the mid, blocked in the mid. They'll try again at the near side. Rodriguez dives for it, but it ricochets out of bounds. Texas regains the serve. All right. I guess while we're here, we give a shout out to our next sponsor here on another Stupid Sports Show, Green River Soda. Only soda that looks, smells, and tastes like a Green River. Another ace for Texas has them tied with Nebraska. Canucks and Blackhawks are tied at 1 in intermission for some reason. Akana is now serving again for the Longhorns. Are we going to get another ace? All right, rescued from the midcourt. Blocked well by Texas. They try to get it over, but the quick back and forth gets pushed out, unfortunately, by Nebraska. This has been okay. That was unexpected from Texas. Just a straight up service error going long, considering how their serving has well served them. I didn't think of a better way to say that throughout this tournament. All right, now we got Alexi Rodriguez out to serve. Makes Halter rescue that serve. They try for not sure what, some kind of mishandling of the ball. That was not very clear what the hell happened, but now Titans have gone 3 and out. Texans have the ball with 6:27 to go in overtime. Longhorns, they get blocked right at the net. Beeson with the block. All right, Rodriguez again on the serve. Right to Halter. Try to set up for O'Neal, but it does get rescued. Way too far. So back we go to Texas serving. Uh-oh. Skinner is now on serve for Texas, folks. Let's count the aces. This will serve, attacks Rodriguez directly. Batenhorst could not get it inside down the line. Texas has now tied it up again. All right, unexpected dig, and touched by Texas on the way out. Point goes to Nebraska. Damn. All right, Beeson on the serve again for the Huskers. Up by 1 in what has been a very back and forth match this set. They try for a quick just dump over the net, but the Huskers were ready. And as Jackson on the block, Swindle tried to just tap it over the net. Jackson was ready. Beeson, they scramble to get that one back over, so it's an easy handle for Rodriguez. And Harper Murray ends up firing a missile into the side of a blocker for Texas. Nebraska is now up 10-7. Meanwhile, the late games are getting underway for the NFL. Rams versus Commanders and Niners versus Cardinals. I'm not saying that I'm rooting for the Cardinals to win, but I wouldn't cry over it either. Oh, shoot, we're actually getting a timeout from Texas. Taking one of their timeouts for this set as Nebraska has a 3-point lead. I wonder. Oh, wonder. Sorry, it was inevitable. It is still tied with 42 seconds to go. Chicago has taken their first timeout. I cannot see where they are. I'm checking in on the Bears-Browns game briefly just because it is the only one where anything is actually happening, and I want to know, are the Browns close to finishing this off? 104 yards and a touchdown. Nice day for David Njoku. Yeah, they're not going to tell us, are they? Oh, they're at the Chicago 17. Oh, yeah, this should be an easy win for the Browns right here. Assuming something doesn't go terribly wrong in the next 40-odd seconds. There's the graphics trying to hype up both Swindle and Riley, the setters, or the designated setters for each team. After that Texas timeout, Beeson forces a low dig. Easy save, but they give it right back to the Longhorns. And they just over that wall at the net. Longhorns take the service back. And here comes Elise O'Neal back on service again for Texas. And then for initial tap over. A second attempt gets blocked at the net. Texas will load up and try again. But once again, number 13 for Texas just lofts it over the blockers. And we start with a touchdown for Arizona. Fantastic. And we get another ace off of Beeson, it looks like. Oh, damn, Texas has clawed their way back into this, 10-10. James Conner. Good to see he's still getting work. Dart of a serve to the midcourt, and once again, it can't be handled. Second ace in a row for the Longhorns, 6 of them today. Oh, damn, and now they force Nebraska to take one of their timeouts. Yeah, they go on a 4-0 run straight out of a break from a timeout. I would want to try to stench that bleeding too. Oh, that's right. We have that weird set a time where I don't actually know how long the breaks are going to be, so I have to guess. But yeah, we'll probably get an extended break after the second set. So we will have a proper long pause for the cause at some point. Anybody who is still hanging around, hey, thank you for being here. We're just chilling and trying to keep up on not only the women's volleyball championship in the NCAA, but also all the other football nonsense that is going on during the day and any other sports, depending on how bored we get. Oh, that's right. Oh. Damn, the Canucks have taken the lead over the Blackhawks in the second period, 3-2. Well, there's always something that can make me smile. Meanwhile, Rams have gotten the scoring started in their game. A 22-yard field goal by Lucas Havrasik, taking an early 3-0 lead over Washington. Yeah, 32 seconds left, and the Browns are going to try to make the Bears win this with their own gumption. Meanwhile, Texas has just gotten another ace, by the way. So all right, Elise O'Neill gets another ace. Going for Harper Murray in the back row. Wait, she is a sixth year? Wow. Okay. Meanwhile, the Titans and the Texans want to end this in a tie, apparently. Kill hits the net, so Elise is able to protect a little bit. The response from Texas, once again, Skinner on it. No one able to handle the pressure. Lexi Rodriguez still trying to calm her team down, get everybody to check in. All right, Batenhorst is now out, and Kubik is come in for Nebraska. O'Neill with the serve. And they aim right for her this time. We have an initial block by Texas, gives Nebraska another chance to respond. Beeson's response gets saved by Texas. I'll try to get him from the back row, but Rodriguez can rescue it. However, Kubik gets blocked, and Swindle right off her into that empty midcourt. Texas by 5. Matt Patricia, what? I'm sorry. Sorry, I just saw something stupid. Wow. Oh, yeah, so yeah, Texas just got another point, but apparently Matt Patricia will now be calling the defensive plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. We get another timeout by Nebraska, by the way. They're out of timeouts for this set. You look at the score, can you blame them? I'd want to stop it too. All right. Oh my goodness. They are across the 50 with 45 seconds to go. No, 10 seconds. Browns are now going to use a timeout. no timeouts. I'm not sure what the hell they have to do for this, but it seems like they have to get a monster field goal off and with almost no time on the clock in order to get this taken care of. Oi. Yeah, MKI. I don't know what the hell they're thinking, or maybe they're just that desperate. Well, as long as they, don't let him actually call important plays or, think that he's coaching the entire team, maybe it won't. I can't say it. Maybe it won't be so bad with a straight face. I don't want to lie to Eagles fans. Don't don't let Patricia hold any sway about how things go in your organization. Don't do that. Please. All right. As Asia O'Neal is still serving. With a obligatory dunk over, and they still managed to get the kill shot in there. Oh. 10-0 run by Texas. They are unable to control and have to go barreling back behind the court to control it again. Gives Texas an easy setup and kill up the middle. This is starting to look kind of bleak for the Cornhuskers, folks. Whew. A good rescue, but unfortunately they tip it just out of bounds and give service back to the Cornhuskers. All right. Macy Bosiger. Hits the serve into the midcourt. They try to charge in from the back. Working off the deflection. Kill shot grabbed by Halter, but nobody can come in at front to get it. I think Swindle was a bit late. And it was Harper Murray on the eventual kill for that one. And they can do nothing about it. Browns beat the Bears 20-17. That should effectively, I think, kill the Bears' playoff chances. They try to tap it over. Murray gets blocked and rescued. Good rescue by Lexi. Run-headed rescue. Halter's dig ends up getting knocked out of bounds. And Fields' pass got intercepted at the end. Yeah. I had an unfortunate feeling that that's what was going to happen. Just for the position they were in, that seemed like the best play they were going to go with, or the best option they had. Oh, well. All right, a rescue out of the middle. And Beeson just having it rough on the back line. Singletary getting in there to help, but and Singletary's right back out. Meanwhile, the Texans ended in OT 19-16. And that's a little bit too long. They're claiming a touch. They want a challenge. And there it is. So we will hold off on awarding a point until this one gets figured out. So while they go through, I will take a quick look in on seeing if they've gone over to the next game. Yes, they have. The Cowboys and the Bills is on and away. Meanwhile, the Giants have fallen to 7th in the draft. Hey. You could probably still find some good people in number 5 or number 7. I honestly think you could probably get Caleb Williams at number 5 or number 7. I don't think his draft stock is going to remain very high after this season, or from what I saw of him this season. So, at least feel freed of that obligation as a Giants fan, because if I were you, I wouldn't take him. All right, start with a run, barely get 2. I can't tell whether that actually hit or not, but they're trying to overrule a no touch and make it a touch. And they're also checking all the other possibilities that could make the ruling change. And the announcers don't think they have enough to overturn. Meanwhile, Kaimi Fairburn with a game-winning 54-yard field goal with zeros on the clock. And who was the recipient of that prize? I haven't heard anything especially awful about Jaden Daniels from LSU. Oh, for the Texans. Cool. And the call is confirmed. They have now only one challenge left. Just as Texas, they don't get another one unless we go to the 5th set. But right now, that feels like a bit of a dim prospect. Swindle on the serve, and once again, it cannot be handled in the back court. Yeah, I had a feeling that level of petty would be aspired to in this set, or in this game. Ace number 7. This is insane. Nebraska and their vaulted defense are just absolutely getting pummeled by Texas. Lexi Rodriguez, good rescue, but Texas gets their own rescue. Unfortunately, that sails back over the net. And it's wide by Nebraska. Now the Jets have been eliminated from the playoffs. Oh, that means Aaron Rodgers can come back, right? Because they don't have anything to play for anymore. I heard all of that hubbub today about how Aaron Rodgers may be medically cleared soon. A good save. Halter will set up for another attempt. Just barely tipped over. They get the block up, but it goes out of bounds. And we have another set point for Texas. '49ers have gotten a pick 6, and All right. 6-0 run, and the set point is a service error. Oh my goodness. That woman looks like she got her outfit from the wardrobe closet at a Shakespeare production. Damn. They searched the middle. Tried a little dip. Nebraska didn't fall for it that time. But once again, it's a long attempted kill that sails out of bounds and now has Texas up 2-0. I repeat, 2-0 in the set count. Folks, things are looking bleak for the Huskers. So, yeah, I think we need some time to ourselves. Hit the head, get a bite of food, do what you need to do, and we'll be back in just a little bit for the rest of whatever remains of this match between Texas and Nebraska for the NCAA Women's Volleyball Championship. Thank you for being here, everybody, on another stupid sports show. Just like that, folks. The players are out on the court again, and we have possibly a very short championship game on our plates today. Texas has a 2-0 lead after sets that started out competitive, and then Texas just stretched. They're interviewing John Cook right now. I'm not listening actually to what he is saying, but it's nice that they're actually interviewing the coach instead of just pretending to and then making up what he says. All right. What's going to happen now? I have to say, for all the defense that the Cornhuskers were touted to have, Texas look like they've been doing a much better job on defense. Yeah, Batenhorst is negative and Beeson is at 0 in the match. So, for those of you who understand the stats, yeah. And from how I think I understand them, it's pretty bad for Nebraska right now. Another easy tip by Skinner over the block for an early lead. Yeah, I saw MKI that the Bills ended up managing to shove their player over the goal line for an early touchdown lead. I don't know how long they'll keep it, but late effort by Rodriguez. They try a cross-court kill. Gets rescued, set up by Halter, and just barely over the block. They do it again. This is the pattern that they've been running the entire game, is just take advantage of the space behind the blockers. All right, Halter on the serve. They do rescue it, but the kill is gathered up well at midcourt. Touch goes long. So, here we go. Oh, and I suppose this set is brought to us for however long it lasts by Dr. Lou. It isn't a real doctor, but it is a real Lou. And eventually Halter's serve gets set up. Damn, an actual touch. Point Nebraska. Wow. A flat serve. They try to hit it up back to the other side of the court. Cross-court kill goes out. All right. Harper Murray is back on the serve for Nebraska. Halter from the backcourt. And nobody able to handle that one. Seemed to shoot between two players going for the dig. Just like that, Texas has another 2-point lead. Of course it was Madison Skinner. I shouldn't be surprised at this point. All right, this is Akana's back out to serve for the Longhorns. Riley with the setup. Looking for Basenhorst. Block leads to an easy dig. And Texas is right there every time to gather out the blocks. A rare point from Merrick and Beeson, but Feels like it's going to be a very rough fight for the Huskers if they're going to pull this out. Texas seems to be built to counter this team. They are completely indistinguishable, NKI. All right. Skinner on the service. And just nobody in position. That is more bad preparation on behalf of Nebraska than an actual, it feels like an actual skillful serve. Unless there's more going into it that I don't know about, but I just don't know how you don't have somebody at least in all parts of the court, depending on where it could ricochet to. Badenhorst. And it's long with no touch. Damn. And then finally, Andy Jackson nails one to the back court. I was able to get it quickly past the arm of Elise O'Neill. Really? Well, I guess she's becoming more of a football fan than we realized. All right. Riley getting a block in that time. That is Benson. Not Beeson, sorry. Beeson on the serve. But damn, all the height underneath that. Far too long. I said recently, MKI, that I had a sneaking suspicion that somebody was calling the commissioner's office asking why certain calls aren't going the way they are. But I didn't want to be right about that. I really didn't. Bit too long of a serve. Lisa O'Neill will get a break for this point. Rescue at midcourt. Lexi Rodriguez is able to get it out across, but Harper Murray has to go long ways to rescue it. And finally, they don't cover enough of the court, and Texas once again finds the bare spot of floor after a hell of a pursuit by Harper Riley, where she gets launched into the journalism table. As Swindle again getting it over the net. So she comes back with a vengeance to get a huge kill from the near side cross court. Hail Mary to Darnell Mooney, and he didn't secure the catch in the end zone. Ooh. All right, Hawks are with the setup, and it goes out of bounds on a touch. All right, Wenis now rotating out for a little bit. Texas looking sufficiently hyped over on the bench. All right, set up from Riley and an easy block down again. Is that Madison Skinner again? Why, yes, it is. 15 kills for her today. Rodriguez setting up. Harper Riley gets rescued at the back court. Meanwhile, right to Rodriguez for that one. Riley tries again. Deflection goes from back to front. Quickly tipped over, and Riley cannot dive quickly enough to save that one. Now a 5-point lead for the Longhorns here in the third set. Carissa Barnes just making a great effort to pluck that kill out of the air. That serve hits the line judge, so yeah, out. Yeah, right now, Big Red is looking a little stymied in this game. Riley on the serve. Swindle making the setup. And it's another kill by Skinner. Oh, there's the Fortnite reference on that sign in the audience. Winner, winner, Maddie Skinner. Halter on the serve. Initial rescue is a little bit off target, so Nebraska can't get as close to the net as they wanted, but on this follow-up block, they managed to grab themselves a point. Harper Murray getting the block, and now she will go back on the serve. 13-9. Game's not out of reach yet, but Nebraska needs something. Fake to O'Neal. Does it hit in? Molly Phillips that time getting the kill across court right near the net, and this just a gentle shot away from the blockers along the court. Akana is back to serve again for the Longhorns. She aims for the back rear side. And Beeson finally gets it back in the Reds' house. Service for the Cornhuskers, now 14-10. All right, Rodriguez back to set. O'Neal on the initial dig, so they try for Skinner. I think that's Murray on the dig. Badenhorst gets blocked at the net. O'Neal and Swindle up there to say no. And now we get our first to 15 timeout for television. Oh boy. Well, now we have our official break. I've already done our pause for the cause, and it feels kind of embarrassing to take another one. We'll flip over to the Dallas-Buffalo game. And it seems like, well, things are happening. We get a stop on 4th and 3. Apparently we did. So the Bills will have to punt. Yeah, MKI, this is not at all what I was expecting for Nebraska. Meanwhile, punt gets fair caught eventually out of bounds inside the 35. I don't think I'll have enough time to watch Dak Prescott and the Cowboys take the field, but Depending on when this game finishes up, I might be able to see the rest of it. Oh, damn, just like that, we are already back. Oh, damn, and now Asia O'Neal has gotten a yellow card for taunting through the net. Damn. Didn't take much. Wow. And apparently this whole cheering through the net thing only in the women's sports, not in the men's. Fantastic. All right, Skinner on the serve. And once again, can't get a very good digging start, Nebraska does, and so it leads to an immediate tip over by the Longhorns. Awful. Oh, what I was afraid of. Absolutely what I was afraid of. Set from Skinner, just barely rescued. And it's another block on the attempt by Beeson. Linus getting the block for Texas. Wow. Right in the middle of everyone, too. And Dallas, meanwhile, has clinched a playoff berth because the Packers and the Falcons lost. Good job off of the block, and they try to rescue it and end up hitting it out of bounds. Harper Riley having a rough game. Texas up by 8. All right, served by Skinner. Rodriguez with the dig. They don't set it up very well, so it's a free ball back to Texas. And there is Elise O'Neal. This should call a timeout, I think. Nebraska should be taking this. Vancouver is ahead of Chicago 4-2. End of the second. Oh. Yeah, this is kind of bonkers that they have been so effective at destroying what we've seen was a pretty dominant team. They can keep being terrible for as long as possible in my eyes, MKI. Meanwhile, Illinois got themselves a win in men's basketball. Oh yes, that's right. We also have that going on. I should probably be keeping track. Meanwhile, the Bills already have the ball back. What the hell is going on with the Cowboys' offense? Rams are leading 9-0 over the Commanders. And, oh God, Ravens-Jaguars tonight. Oh, that's going to hurt. I can tell. Touchdown by Kyron Williams, a 1-yard run. Okay. All right, Skinner on the serve again. Rams get the extra point, make it 10-0 over Washington. Just fire on Rivera already and name Bieniemy head coach. Riley having to chase back the other way to get that set up, but Badenhorst finally gets a point and stays in this time. Oof. Now Beeson back for the serve while creepy inflatable mascot boy bobbles around in the background, staring into nothingness. It is all void behind his eyes, his empty, empty eyes. And here's the serve. Right to Halter, and a good tip by O'Neal, but they celebrate a little bit too early. So Swindle will have to dump it instead. Dang. O'Neal is back for the serve. They have 5 points to go until they win the championship. Oh. Possible blood stoppage right now because of blood on the court. Maybe Beeson, coming from Beeson. But yeah, looks like a free timeout while they get that straightened out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they can't figure out whose blood it is. It's like you can't dust for vomit either, so they just have to assume everybody's getting cut open. Oh, it was in the other place. It was on the elbow, so. She has been bandaged, taped up. What now? Is Skinner still on the serve, or? Yeah, I think. Oh no, it's Elise O'Neal still. All right, dug by Riley, looking for Beeson, and it's another block at the front. Winnis with the block at the front for the Longhorns. Madison Skinner up there too, but that feels just kind of like a given at this point. And there goes Nebraska's final timeout. They are down 10 in the third set. For any of the Cornhuskers fans who may be listening still at this point, but I have a feeling that a number of you may have jumped ship. Yeah. My sympathies. This got to feel absolutely rough, especially after all the success you had all season. But yeah, maybe you come back next season and wipe the floor with Texas, or at least try to. Oh. I mean, I am a little upset that it's going to be a straight set victory and not at least 4. But, oh well, it gives us a little more time to rest and to, recover before the other sports of the day take over. And just as I'm thinking about that, they remind us that the other sports are about to take over with all the men's college basketball that's happening today. After what happened last time, MKI, I don't think he's going to be doing any bets with his name or his PFP anytime soon, especially not when it comes to volleyball. From the serve by O'Neal, somewhat controlled by Riley and Rodriguez, but it's an easy retrieval and kill. And it's Maddie Skinner putting it out of position where Rodriguez cannot scoop. 3 to go. Initial dig by Rodriguez to Riley. And it's saved with one arm, almost flung back over the net. And Texas is 2 points away. O'Neal still on the serve. Winnis throws the ball over after the save by O'Neal. And now her serve. Rodriguez, Riley. And it's a block, but then knocked out of bounds. Match point coming up. Yeah, this is insane. The Orange fans are all standing. They cannot handle it. It ends with an ace, as it is most fitting to. They are weeping on the court in a circle. Elise O'Neal, Madison Skinner, and all the other Longhorns, they may not be able to get their health care done in the state where they go to college, but at least they can say they are the 2023 Women's Football National Champions in the NCAA. Dang. Upsetting the number one ranked through most of the season, Nebraska Cornhuskers. My sympathies out to all the Cornhusker fans. The players are not happy with the way things turned out, especially with how dominant they were through the playoffs. Being a 3-0 sweep in the championship, the hands are slapped at the net. The good games are given back and forth. But us, well, now we just have to wait for the NFL playoffs to work. And there will be a poll this week about a future bowl game that I do, since I apparently can't pick good bowl games to save my life. But that comes later. For now, I just want to remind you, the requests end at 7 tonight for another stupid streaming show this week. So get those in at the little entry we have in the community tab. Meanwhile, this is Jim B from 106.9 Click FM. Thank you for being here for another stupid sports show. Could have been more exciting, but hey, there's always next time. Good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.